We made the trek down last night from Orlando to Delray Beach, about 2.5 hours. Can't wait to get started today. It's going to be awesome. We're going to be fishing with Captain Robert Miley on Lake Ida. Should be awesome. It's filled with peacock bass and all kinds of other exotic fish. We'll talk a little bit more about that during the show, how all these fish got into these waterways down here in Florida. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's one. Man, they hit so hard. I mean, it about ripped the rod out of my hand.
That one's a bonus because it's early.
But they don't normally wake up this soon?
They do, but they...
It's a little guy.
They,
look how cute. They're just so pretty, though. I mean,
yeah.
Get him in. There we go. So, I just took the bait out. This is the Castaic BD series, Boyd Duckett series jerk bait. This is the 115 millimeter one. It's a beautiful bait, has great action. And you notice the color we're using? Yeah. It looks just like a baby peacock. So this is what you get. This is a small one. We're gonna get some bigger ones today, but you can see they're active already. I'm gonna let her go. Now that's a female, right, Robert?
Yeah,
the males will have a big bump on the top of their head. So here she goes. Right off. There he is. Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
Look at the lure sticking out. That's
a
good BD series lure. That Castaic lure.
Yep.
Look at it.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a much nicer one.
Oh yeah.
Good job.
We're going to get more. We're going to get more. Go down and see if we can get him loose. That's why netting them is always tough. Let me see on that. Oh, my pliers somewhere.
So, Robert, tell us like exactly what happened here. I know that the peacocks were put in for forage control, like tilapia and stuff like that.
Yeah, the Game Commission, 1982, the Game Commission put them in the canal system here, and they didn't put the big ones in because they figured it wouldn't control. The canal system wouldn't handle the real big ones.
By big ones, you mean the spotted and striped? You're talking just the butterfly peacock?
Yeah, just the butterfly.
Yep.
And because they're real aggressive and they feed pretty heavy, and they thought maybe it might be too much.
Yep.
But it's worked out fine here with these smaller ones. It's a tremendous fishery.
It sure is.
And the Game Commission put them in to control the Mayan cichlids, like I call them tigers, and the reds.
Yep.
And they're just over aggressive. They travel in wolf packs, and they just really ferocious.
Yeah, those Mayan cichlids are like bluegills on steroids.
Yeah, they are. They
look kind of like a bluegill. They get a little bit bigger, and they are just mean. I'm sure we'll catch one or two of them on these jerk baits.
Yeah, on jerk baits, we'll catch some of those on here.
You'll think it's a 10-pound peacock bass.
I know, they fight really super hard. Oh. There he is. That's a nice one.
I think you got a heavy one there. You gonna need the net?
Sure, yeah.
What do you got? Oh, it's a peacock buried in weeds. Something. It's
another Mayan.
It is a Mayan. It just had a bunch of weeds.
What a fighter.
Yeah, man, they are misleading, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one. Look how colorful he is.
Wow. Green moss one. Yeah, look at that. We're supposed to be catching peacocks.
Yeah, but
these guys are right in the same area.
When you throw a shiner out, you can catch anything. I mean, you don't know what it's gonna. Again, we have a shiner out for one reason. We're trying to catch a fish that's really cool called the clown knifefish.
Yeah.
The odds are not high that we'll catch one, but we're giving it a try. and we won't catch one on a lure. So we're gonna see if we can get one. And the end result is a lot of activity and a lot of weird stuff like buy-ins hitting it, and who knows what else is gonna catch shiner throughout the course of the day.
That was a fast. Yeah. Just crushed it. This
Small peacock, but another nice one. A little bit better.
Oh, that's a male.
Yeah, he just obliterated. Look at the hump on the head. You guys are going to see in a second the difference between a male and a female. He's not hooked really well. I hope I don't lose him. So this is a male. You can tell that it's a male because it's got this knuckle on the top of its head. It's really weird. It feels like soft, almost like it's fat tissue. And otherwise, it looks just like a regular peacock bass. A little bit brighter. They're just they have a little more orange on them. Beautiful fish. We're going to let this one go and see if we can catch another one.
That color lure is hot.
It sure is. Reactions.
Oh, that did it.
We're fishing peacock bass, and peacock bass, they're these tropical fish that live in the Amazon. They're really, really aggressive fish. They fight hard, they swim fast. You want to fish aggressive baits. So you've seen us catch a lot of fish on jerk baits, and now I've actually switched up to a top water. I'm going to see if I can catch a couple on a popper. This is the BD series soft popper. Pretty revolutionary idea, kind of built like a frog. Rick here is fishing the bait that we caught most of the fish on, which is the Boyd Duckett series jerk bait and root beer chartreuse. It's about a 5-inch jerk bait. The key is fast fishing, and you got to keep shallow because we're throwing up into like 2 feet of cover. The fish are typically near the boat docks or near the shore, so you got to fish stuff that's not going to go super deep. Let's get back at it, see if we can get a couple more. See the it's almost unfair. They're beautiful fish, so look at that thing. That's a good one, dude. That's a big one right there.
This is a Mayan cichlid. This is what I call them, tigers or reds, short. And they got pretty good aggressive teeth. They feed real heavy. They're aggressive feeders. And a lot of fishermen say that they're excellent eating fish.
Oh, I got smoked. Got him back. I got him. He came back and hit it a second time. I don't know how big he is or what he is. It's a peacock. No, it's a Mayan. Man, it's...
They like lures, they like live.
They are crazy, man. That fish just bang, and then I missed him,
yeah.
And then he came back. I mean, the mouth on this fish is only about this big.
Yeah, they're.
He T-boned it, so he's got it on the middle hook, and you can see they have a mouth kind of like a bluegill. If you can see that mouth right there, it's hard for me to do this, but yeah, I mean, and they're really beautiful. I mean, they got the pink gill plates, just beautiful colors. I mean, blue stripes. They kind of almost glow. They're really cool. All right, we're gonna get her back in the water. There we go. Not what we're after, but actually cool anyway. I love catching all these different fish here.
People have emptied out their aquarium. They've got so big, and they didn't want to kill the fish, so they just come out here and dumped them in the canal. And that's how a lot of these invasive species got here. And they spawn 2 or 3 times a year. They're very ferocious feeders, and they protect their babies where they're on the nest, and they protect their babies where largemouth bass will let them hatch, and they stay for a day or so, and then they're gone. Let their babies fend for themselves. These cichlids protect their babies.
Robert, it's funny you said, you know, just, it's a nice peacock. It's not hooked well at all. Look how colorful that fish is. That thing's like a neon sign. Look at him. That was the third cast I made to the exact same spot.
Yeah.
And he finally hit it. So, you know, one of the things that Captain Robert said is just, you got to hit these spots over and over. Sometimes you just have to get them mad enough to hit it. He knows where they're at. He knows they're here. And that was the third cast I made to the exact same location, and he just smoked it. So, cool looking fish. Everyone's a little bit different. Just so bright and so beautiful. I mean, you just don't see, it's almost like a gigantic yellow perch, but just brighter than a yellow perch. Just a cool looking fish all the way around. And they're a lot heavier than you think. I mean, it doesn't look like a very big fish, but they really don't have like a largemouth bass mouth. They're pretty much meaty all the way through, so they weigh a lot more than you think they do. Okay, there she goes. Fish.
There you go. That could be a good one in there.
I don't think he is. I think he's just a small peacock, but they're all good, Robert. They're so beautiful. Right off, I mean, right off that point, just like you said, and 6 inches off the shoreline. Little guy. They're so aggressive, though.
They like that chartreuse and black.
Yes, they do. This is about as small a one as you'll catch, but they're just still so beautiful. I mean, look at that thing. Reddish orange eyes. They got the crazy orange gill plate covers. Just beautiful fish. I love the spot on the tail. I think the spot on the tail is to trick predators into thinking that's their head, so they get bit on the tail instead of on the head. All right, we're gonna get her back. The good and the bad of fishing with a 3-hook jerkbait. The good is you hook everything that hits it. The bad is you end up with hooks in the gill plates and stuff like this. So I want to be careful and get this one back in the water without too much damage to her. Small little peacock, pretty fish, orange everywhere, greens, yellows, cool colors. And you can tell this fish wants out of here. There she goes. I love it, man. I could come down and do this all the time. If you're taking a vacation with the family, like a lot of people up north do, and you come down to Florida, you got to come and do this. This is one of those trips you got to do at least one time in your life. Call Robert, come down here, catch some big peacocks, have a chance at some other weird stuff that's swimming in here. It's really, really fun. They like to hit a topwater fish. They like hitting topwater. Oh, he's off.
Oh,
Oh, he's not. He came back. I can't believe this. You got to be kidding me. This is a good one.
it's the same one.
Oh my gosh.
It's the same one.
This is a bigger fish. Not huge, but it's a good one. Man, they're pullers.
Okay, I'm just going to leave it up there. Just catch the boat so we can...
Decent fish, not a monster, but a good one. I mean, that is crazy. Rarely have I hooked a fish, had solid hooks into a fish, and then had him come back and eat it again.
They'll come back.
I mean, that is nuts. That is an aggressive fish that does that. That's a decent one right here. This is the female. Actually, it's got a little bit of a hump. That might be a male. I can't quite tell, but it's a nice fish.
He doesn't have the bars like that.
Yeah, see how they're all just a little different? I mean, they all have that orange, but...
Each one has got its own color.
Yep. And now this one, as I sit and hold it, the bars are starting to come out a little bit. It's like a chameleon. It's like changing. Anyway, beautiful fish. We're going to let her go. See if we can get a bigger one.
Might be worth it there.
There we go. Holy moly. That's one of the biggest mines I've ever seen.
No, that's a tilapia.
Is that a tilapia?
Yeah, you very seldom catch them. That's a blue tilapia.
Careful with the hooks, man. Shock them. Unbelievable. Tilapia?
Hey guys, iCast, awesome place for new technology, new products, power pole, JL Marine Systems. We got something really cool, really new for you. Dan, what do you got for us?
What we're doing, PowerPole's taking over total boat control now with our new Vision tablet. It's the first multimedia marine accessory management system. You can plug any accessory that you currently have hardwired into your boat into our wireless switches and control it with your Vision tablet. Custom settings for your jack plate, trim tabs, live well pumps. You can speed up the pressure, slow the pressure to save battery consumption. Anything that you control with a switch, you can control with Vision. But that's just half of it. Vision is an Android-based tablet. So all the apps that you're used to, it has a forward-facing camera. Take a picture of your catch, immediately upload it to Instagram or Facebook right from your console. If you're out on a Sunday and you're fishing, you can pull up the NFL app, watch the football game while you're fishing out on the water. If the wife or kids are with you and she's bored, Google Earth, can shop from the tablet, go to Amazon. Anything you can do with your smartphone, you can do from the tablet, plus be able to control any accessory on your boat.
Wow. Power pole took over the market with shallow water anchors, not just power poles anymore. JL Marine Systems, cool product. Check them out, powerpole.com.
Bring this fish up. I mean, this has got weight.
Just playing good. Playing good.
Oh, dude, this is a giant.
Just make sure
This is a giant. Okay. I gotta get that net. Okay. He's not hooked well at all. He's got one hook in him.
Okay.
Oh, I cannot lose this fish.
Make it real easy, Rick.
Oh my God.
This is what you want.
This is a Mongo, dude. I'm telling you. This is, I mean, I'm sure you've caught bigger, but this is a good fish right here. That's easily a 4-pounder.
There you go.
This is a world-class peacock bass. I'm telling you, if you go down to the Amazon, you'll catch bigger peacocks, but not butterflies. This is a butterfly peacock. They just don't get that big. The world record's like 10 pounds, a little over 10 pounds. There's almost a 9-pound fish caught in Florida. My prediction is if the weather holds off for another 5 or 6 years where it doesn't get too cold here and there's not a big die-off, you're gonna see 10-pound peacock world record come out of Florida. I almost guarantee it if the weather holds out. The problem with Florida peacocks are about every 10 years or so you get one of these cold winters and then 90% of your fish die off, especially the big ones.
They're very temperate. 50 degrees it kills them, 60 they stop eating.
Yep. So we're gonna let this fish go. Well, this whole fishery is really amazing. You've got, I mean, the only other place you can go to catch these peacock bass is the Amazon.
I know, we have, right here, we have plenty of largemouth in here also.
You got bass, you got peacocks, you got the Mayan cichlids, you got a fish called a Midas fish, which is orange, solid orange, although I don't know if they're this far north.
There's a few here down south, the Midas, just plain Midas goldfish. I hope goldfish.
Yeah, they're beautiful fish.
Yeah, they're real pretty. It's a really cool fishery, and it's really been a vital economic impact to South Florida.
I bet.
Because a lot of the tourists come in, they have a little bit of time on their cruise boats, and they want to go fishing, or they want to take a tour in the Everglades, and so it's been a vital industry, and this really helped South Florida on fishery and economic impact.
I bet it has. Not to beat a dead horse, but this is why having really, really good hooks on your baits is important. These are katana, Japanese katana hooks. Look at this. I mean, he had one hook barely in his mouth, and then bango, the rest of the hooks caught him. So I'm gonna put him back in the water real quick and try to figure out a way to get him unhooked without harming him. But yeah, sharp hooks, key to catching fish.
No, that's fine. Go ahead and drink them all up.
Oh, thank you.
There he is.
That's a good one?
That's a good one. That's
the one that hit. Oh, get the net, guys. This is the show ender right here. Oh, this is a Mongo. So it's a good one. Oh yeah. really move them, you know you got a good one. A lot of orange and yellow there, Bob. Nice fish. In the net.
Good going.
All right. Nice fish, bud.
That's what it's all about.
You barely have him hooked, man.
I felt him coming through. It felt like I was dragging through a tree, and I just stopped, and it took off.
Oh, yeah, he's barely hooked. I mean,
Yeah, they're biting really. The big ones bite really super light.
yep. Guys, we're gonna close it on that fish right there. That's a solid 3.5, 4 pound peacock bass, big male, big hump on the head. Bob, I had a great time. This was awesome.
Thank you. I had an awesome time fishing with you, gentlemen, today.
Lots of fun. How do people get a hold of you? What's your phone number and what's your website?
Website is Bass Online and 786-229-0254, Bass Online.
Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you get down to Florida with the family over spring break or anytime you come down to Florida, you got to look up Captain Robert Miley. Come down here, spend a day, catch a whole bunch of peacock. Thanks for watching. I'm not sure where we're going to be next week, but I promise you this, we're going to be catching big North American game fish.